If the Commons does not deliver on the referendum, what happens next? You call it a democratic disaster. What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, Britain will get its Trump moment. I mean, what happens is that the British people who voted for this, and a large number of Remainers who didn't vote for it but still think it should be carried through because they believe in democracy, will see a government walking away, a parliament walking away from a question that they themselves put to the people. Now that will absolutely undermine belief in democracy in this country, and certainly belief in the establishment political parties.
Could this Tory party survive that happening? You talk of a Trump moment.
Well, I mean, it would be massively damaged. There's no doubt in my mind that it would be massively damaged by walking away from this. But so, frankly, with the Labour Party to some extent. I mean, you know, you may find, I mean, for example, one of the things that might happen is that people might argue for, and the government might argue for, an extension. It might even get that through the House of Commons, and the European Union agrees it. What has to happen then? Has to have a European election in this country. Who do you think would win that European election? I don't think it'd be either of the major parties. It might be the new Brexit party or something like that, because the British people would say, we want to teach you a lesson.
The Tory party is looking at splintering and breaking up completely in this situation. It's been suggested in today's papers that if Theresa May said to people like you, I'm going to stand down very quickly after this vote and allow, as it were, a real Brexiteer, or however we characterise this, to take over as leader of the Conservative Party, that might be a way to get her vote through. What's your response to that?
No, it won't work. I mean, as one of your commentators said earlier, I mean, that won't get the vote through. I mean, the simple truth, as somebody, I think it was Damien Green, said, you know, you can change the leader, you can't change the numbers. We've got to focus on the issue here, which is delivering on the Brexit demand of the British people. And that means leaving, and that, I mean, you should ask the Foreign Secretary later, that means leaving the customs union, leaving the single market. There's no two ways about that. It was said on your programme by every single proponent of both sides in the Brexit referendum that that's what it meant. And we have to deliver on that. Anything else won't work.